The boy collapsed in the middle of the street. One moment he was running, clutching a plastic bag of crushed bottles, and the next his knees buckled and the world slammed into darkness. "Hey! Hey!" Someone shouted. A hand shook his shoulder. His eyes fluttered open briefly, unfocused, before rolling back. "Call an ambulance." A woman dropped to her knees beside him, panic exploding in her chest. "My son. Please, my son." The siren came late. By the time they reached the hospital, his lips were pale, his body frighteningly light in her arms. Inside the emergency room, doctors moved fast. Too fast. "What's his blood type?" one asked. I don't know," she stammered in broken Korean. "Please. Help him." A nurse drew blood. Machines beeped. Minutes passed like hours. The doctor finally turned to her, his expression grave. "He has a rare blood condition. Acute. His levels are critically low." She grabbed his coat. "Give him blood." "Take mine." The doctor hesitated. "You are not compatible." Her heart dropped. "Then find someone who is." He exhaled slowly. "Only a direct blood relative will work."
He needs
His father.
his father's blood.
The room spun. "I don't know where he is," she whispered.
No.
The doctor's voice softened, but the words cut deep. "Without a transfusion within 48 hours, your son will not survive." Her legs gave out. Eli woke to white lights and the smell of antiseptic. His throat burned. His body felt heavy. "Mama?" He croaked. She rushed to his side, gripping his hand. "I'm here.
I'm right here,
I'm here."
my love.
He tried to smile. "Did I finish collecting the bottles?" Her face crumpled. "Don't cry," he said weakly. "I'm okay." She shook her head, tears falling freely. "You are not okay."
어머니,
A nurse
아드님은
entered
지금
quietly.
푹 쉬셔야 해요.
"He needs rest."
네, 알겠습니다.
Eli
감사합니다.
looked between them.
No,
"Mama,
my
am I
love.
dying?"
You're going to be
Silence
fine.
answered him.
Promise?
"No,"
I promise.
she said too quickly. "No. You're strong." He nodded, pretending to believe her. They were discharged the next morning. No treatment. No solution. Just a paper with words she could barely read in. And a time limit she understood too well. 48 hours. They walked back to their basement room under the overpass. The smell of damp concrete welcomed them. Water dripped steadily from a cracked pipe. Eli lay down on the thin mat, staring at the ceiling. "Mama, can I still go to school?" She turned away so he wouldn't see her cry. "Later." He reached for her hand. "Did I do something wrong?" "No," she whispered fiercely. "Never." Across the city, a different kind of urgency was unfolding. In a glass-walled conference room high above Seoul, an old man slammed his cane against the floor. "Find him," he rasped. "Now." Doctors stood stiffly. Lawyers avoided eye contact. "There is only one compatible match," the chief physician said. "A direct male descendant. Same bloodline." The old man's eyes burned. "My grandson." The room fell silent. "We don't know where he is," the lawyer said carefully. "The records were complicated." The old man coughed violently, blood staining his handkerchief. "Then uncomplicate them." A tall man standing by the window finally turned. The CEO. His jaw tightened. "You're saying there's a child?" "Yes," the doctor said. "A boy. If we don't find him, the transfusion will fail." The CEO's voice was barely audible. "How long?" "Days," the doctor said. "Maybe less." The CEO closed his eyes. Back in the basement, the boy's fever worsened. He shook
feel
violently
so
under a thin
weak.
blanket. "Mama," he whispered.
Hurts.
I'm cold. She wrapped him in her arms, rocking him. Stay with me. Please. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She ignored it. It rang again. She answered with trembling fingers. Hello? Ms. Amina, a man asked in Korean. We need to ask you some questions. Her blood ran cold. I don't understand, she said quickly. There is a child, he continued. A boy. Afro-Korean. About 10 years old. She hung up. Her heart pounded violently. Eli stirred. Who was that? No one, she lied. Sleep. But sleep didn't come. By the second night, Eli could barely sit up.
Hold on, my love.
She carried him back
We're
to the
almost
hospital,
there.
desperation overriding fear.
My son needs
The same doctor met them, eyes filled with pity. You haven't
His
found the father.
condition is
She shook her
worsening.
head.
We need to
He glanced at the boy.
treatment immediately.
We're running out of time.
Is this
Eli looked up at his mother. Mama, is my dad alive?
Everything we can.
She froze. I don't know, she
Is
said.
my father
Is he Korean?
Korean?
Eli asked softly. She swallowed. Yes. Then he's close, Eli whispered. Everyone in Korea is close. The doctor turned away. In another hospital wing, the old man screamed in pain as monitors flatlined briefly before stabilizing. Where is the boy? He gasped. The CEO stood stiffly beside the bed. We're looking. Not hard enough, the old man snapped. I am dying. And he is dying. The CEO's fists clenched. You erased him, he said quietly. You told me to forget. The old man's eyes softened for just a second. And that was my sin. Silence hung heavy. Bring him to me, the old man whispered. Before it's too late. On the third morning, Eli couldn't stand. His mother carried him on her back through the streets, tears streaming down her face as people stared and moved aside. At the hospital entrance, security stopped her.
Ma'am, you can't
No
enter.
insurance.
Our son is sick.
Please,
Move
she
now.
cried.
Need to see ID
My
first.
son will die.
He's dying. Get out
A
of
man's
my
voice
way.
cut through the noise. Let them through.
Stop.
She turned.
I'll handle
The
this.
CEO stood there, frozen.
Return to your post.
The boy on her back lifted his head weakly. Their eyes met. Something twisted violently in the man's chest. Papa? Eli whispered, the word barely a breath. The woman's heart stopped. The CEO staggered back a step. What did he say? The boy frowned. I don't know why, but you look like me. The woman clutched Eli tighter. Don't say that. The CEO's pulse thundered in his ears. The doctor rushed out. Where have you been? We need. He stopped short when he saw the man. The doctor's voice dropped. Sir, are you his father? Silence exploded. The woman's knees buckled. The CEO looked at the boy's face again. The eyes. The jaw. The blood. The old man's words echoed in his head. A boy is dying.
Father.
The CEO swallowed hard.
What? No.
I don't know, he said.
The test
The
says
doctor
you
didn't
are.
hesitate.
That's
We need your blood.
impossible.
Now.
Are
The
you
woman shook her
okay?
head violently.
Yes.
No. You don't get to
I
save him
just
after
need
abandoning
to
us.
Speak with him.
Eli lifted a trembling hand.
Stay for my son.
Mama, please.
Please.
She looked at her
this
son's
is
fading
important.
eyes.
No.
And the world began to close in on all of them. The hospital corridor felt suddenly too narrow. Machines beeped urgently behind the glass doors while time slipped through everyone's fingers. The CEO stood frozen, staring at the boy's face like it was a mirror from a life he had buried. I need a consent, the doctor said firmly. If he doesn't receive the transfusion within the next few hours, his organs will begin to fail. The woman shook her head violently. No. You cannot just appear now. You don't get to decide. The boy's fingers tightened weakly around her shirt. Mama. I'm tired. Her breath caught. The CEO stepped forward slowly. Let me help. She laughed, sharp and broken. Help? You left. You never asked if we lived or died. I didn't know, he said, voice cracking. I swear I didn't. You knew enough to disappear, she snapped. The doctor interrupted, urgency rising. This is not about the past. This is about a child who needs blood now. Eli's vision blurred. Mama, it hurts. Her fight collapsed instantly. She looked at the CEO, eyes blazing with pain. If you hurt him. I won't, he said immediately. I promise. She turned away, shoulders shaking. The doctor grabbed the CEO's arm. Come. As they rushed down the hallway, the CEO's phone buzzed. Sir, his assistant whispered urgently. Your family knows. They are on their way. The transfusion room was cold. The needle slid into the CEO's arm. Blood type confirmed, the nurse said. Compatible. The CEO closed his eyes. Across the hall, the woman sat alone, hands clasped so tightly they trembled.
Ma'am, you look exhausted.
A nurse approached quietly.
Please, go and get
You should
some
rest.
I
She
can't
shook her
leave
head.
my child.
I won't move. The door to the hospital burst open. Men in dark suits flooded the corridor. At their center, the CEO's
Where
sister
is
walked with
he?
controlled fury. Where is he? She demanded. The woman stood instinctively in front of Eli's
Move.
room.
Now.
You will not touch
No.
my son.
You have no
The
right.
sister scoffed.
This is my decision.
Your son?
Step aside. Never.
Yes, the woman said firmly.
You can't go
Mine.
in. He's in isolation.
The sister's eyes
But I'm
flicked to
his
the room.
aunt. I need to see him.
So this is
no
him.
one enters.
A
It's
doctor
for his
blocked her
safety.
path. You cannot enter. She smiled coldly. That boy belongs to my family. The woman's voice shook with rage. He belongs to himself. Inside the room, Eli stirred. The blood flowed steadily into his veins. His breathing slowed. The color returned faintly to his lips. The monitor beeped stronger. The CEO watched every flicker like his life depended on it. Stay with me, he whispered. Please. Memories he never allowed himself to have flooded in, first steps he never saw, nights he never stayed awake for, hunger he never felt. A nurse smiled softly. It's working. His knees almost gave out. Outside, shouting erupted. You erased him, the sister accused the woman. You hit him. The woman stepped forward. I protected him. You denied him his family. They denied him first, she snapped.
I won't step
When they
aside.
told his father to
not
forget
for
us.
you, not for anyone.
Silence rippled.
Can't
The
make
sister's
me
jaw
move.
tightened. My grandfather is dying. So was my son, the woman shot back. The old man was wheeled and suddenly, pale and shaking. Enough, he rasped. The room fell silent. He looked at the woman. You kept him alive. She nodded. Barely. His gaze shifted to the door where Eli lay. He has our blood. He has mine too, she said fiercely. The old man sighed deeply. Then we have all failed him. Hours passed. The transfusion ended.
Sir,
Eli slept peacefully
I
for
have
the
an
first
update
time
on
in
the boy.
days.
Yes?
The
His
doctor approached the
condition's getting
CEO.
better. Thank
He
you.
stabilized.
You can't
But he
just
will need
step
continued
in
care.
now.
I'll arrange
Please, let me
everything, the
explain.
CEO said
After
without
you
hesitation.
abandoned us for years.
The woman stepped forward. No. He looked at her. What? You don't buy your way back into his life, she said. Not after this. I'm not trying to buy anything, he said quietly. I want to earn it. She studied his face, searching for lies. Eli stirred and whispered, Mama, don't fight. She brushed his hair gently. I'm here. News broke the next morning. Secret heir found in Korea's most powerful family. Cameras crowded the hospital. Entrance. The woman froze when she saw the screens. "This will destroy him," she whispered. The CEO clenched his jaw. "I won't let them use him." "You already did," she said bitterly. At the family estate, arguments erupted. "He cannot inherit," the sister snapped. "He's a scandal." "He is blood," the old man replied weakly. "He's half foreign," another relative added coldly. The old man slammed his cane. "He is my grandson." Eli woke to unfamiliar sunlight. A clean room.
Mom.
White
can
sheets.
You come here?
A view of trees.
What is it, dear?
"Mama," he called.
I need to tell
She
you
rushed in.
something important.
"I'm here."
Okay.
"Am I
I'm
in a palace?"
listening.
he asked faintly. She smiled through tears. "Something like that." The CEO hovered at the door. Eli looked at him. "Did you give me your blood?" The man nodded slowly. "Yes." "Does that make you my dad?" The question hung in the air like a blade. The CEO knelt. "Only if you want me to try." Eli thought carefully. "Can you stay?" The man's voice broke. "Always." The woman turned away, sobbing silently. But peace didn't last. A court order arrived. Temporary custody review. Media pressure. The sister's voice echoed sharply. "We must take control." The woman packed quietly that night. Eli watched, confused. "Are we leaving again?"
Wait.
She knelt.
Don't leave.
"I don't know."
I have.
The CEO entered,
Please.
alarmed.
We need to talk.
"Where are you
There's
going?"
nothing left to
She met his
say.
eyes.
We are
Somewhere
both
safe.
Parents to this
He shook his
child.
head.
You can't.
"You're not running
ignore
anymore.
it.
You don't get to
understand.
tell me
You
that."
Feel it.
"I
This
get to
shared
protect my son," he said firmly.
I have led
Our
this
son,
family
she
through
corrected.
trials.
The
Now
words hit
the
him
mantle
harder than any
passes, but my
accusation.
will endures.
The old man
Heed
summoned
it.
them all. "If you tear this family apart," he rasped, "you lose everything." The sister stared. "You would choose him?" "I already did," the old man said. The room went silent. Outside, Eli stood by the window, watching snow begin to fall. For the first time in his life, he wasn't cold. But he didn't smile. Because he sensed what the adults refused to say out loud. Saving his life was only the beginning. The real fight had just begun. The hearing room was silent except for the soft hum of the air conditioner. Eli sat between his mother and the man who had given him blood, his feet not touching the floor, his hands folded tightly in his lap. He hated this room. People stared at him like he was a document, not a child. "State your relationship to the minor," the judge said. The woman stood. "I am his mother. I raised him. I fed him when there was nothing. I carried him when he couldn't walk." The CEO stood slowly. "I am his biological father. I failed him once. I won't again." The sister scoffed. "This is about control. The boy is being used." Eli flinched. The judge leaned forward.
My blood is special.
"Young man, do you understand why you're here?" Eli swallowed. "Because my blood is special." The room froze. The judge softened. "How do you feel about all this?" Eli looked up at his mother. Then at the man beside him. "I don't want to be sick again," he said quietly. "And I don't want my mama
Court is
to cry
adjourned.
anymore."
It's over.
Something
for now.
cracked in the room. The judge cleared his throat. Court adjourned. Outside, the old man waited in his wheelchair, oxygen hissing softly. He motioned Eli closer. "You saved my life," the old man said. Eli shook his head. "My dad did." The old man smiled faintly. "And that makes you the reason this family still stands." He pulled a small box from his coat. Inside was a ring, old and heavy. "For when you're ready," he said. Eli looked at it, then closed the box gently. "I'm still a kid." The old man laughed weakly. "Good. Stay that way as long as you can. That night, the old man passed peacefully in his sleep.
Among the
The
children.
will was read 3
What?
days later.
That's impossible.
Cameras
Please
waited
let me
outside.
continue.
This is outrageous.
Inside, the lawyer's voice echoed steadily. The primary beneficiary? Eli Hahn. The sister stood abruptly. This is madness. It is legacy, the lawyer replied calmly. Conditions followed. Education guaranteed. Protection enforced. The mother legally recognized. Shared guardianship. No one spoke when it ended. The backlash came fast. Online hate. Headlines. Protesters.
You're doing great,
Not
son.
Korean
Keep pedaling.
enough.
I got it, Dad. This
He's
is
a
fun.
mistake.
Yes, you do. I'm right
Eli
here.
heard none of it. He was too busy learning how to ride a bicycle in the estate courtyard. Look, he shouted. The CEO jogged behind him. Careful. Eli wobbled, then steadied himself, laughter bursting out of him like sunlight. The woman watched from the steps, hands pressed to her mouth. For the first time in years, she didn't feel like she was bracing for impact. One evening, Eli
Pressure's
collapsed
dropping.
again.
Move.
Clearing the way.
Panic exploded
Get the
instantly.
crash cart ready.
Doctors
hurts.
rushed him in. Blood levels dropped. The CEO stood ready, sleeve already rolled up. The doctor stopped him. Not you. The room froze. What? The man said sharply. The doctor turned to Eli's mother. You're compatible. She stared. That's impossible. It's rare, the doctor said. But it's enough. She didn't hesitate. The needle slid in. Eli watched her. Mama, does this hurt? She smiled softly. Not as much as loving you. When it was over, Eli squeezed her hand. We saved each other. Months passed. The noise faded. The world moved on. But inside the house, something new grew slowly, carefully. One night, Eli knocked on the CEO's door. Can I ask you something?
Why did you abandon us
Always.
all this time?
Why didn't you look for us before?
I thought it
The
was
man
for
sat
the
heavily.
best.
Because I was afraid.
I agree.
Eli
We can
nodded.
make tomorrow better.
I was afraid too.
Yes, let's
But
hope
I still
for a
looked for
better
food.
tomorrow.
The words hit harder than any accusation. I'm here now, the man said. Eli studied him. Stay. I will. On Eli's 12th birthday, the woman cooked a
Mom,
small
is
meal
it
herself.
ready for my party?
No chefs.
Almost, my love. Just
No
adding
cameras.
the finer ingredients.
Just the
Smells
three of
so
them.
Good.
Eli blew out the candle. I wished for something.
Happy
he said.
birthday.
The man smiled. What? I wished we found each other before it was almost too late. Silence settled. Then the woman spoke softly. Maybe we found each other exactly when we were ready. Eli nodded. Yeah. Years later, Eli stood on a stage. Healthy. Confident. He looked out at the crowd, then at the two people in the front row. I was once a boy who collapsed in the street, he said. Because my blood was rare. But what saved me wasn't blood alone. He paused. It was responsibility. Applause erupted. The CEO wiped his eyes. The woman held her head high. Eli smiled. He was no longer the child nobody saw. He was the boy who survived. If this story moved you, subscribe for more powerful
So, how
cinematic
was your
stories.
day? It was great, Mom.
Like this
We played
video to
soccer.
help it reach others.
Sounds fun.
And comment below, do you believe blood makes a family, or choices do? Your voice matters.